Sugar, sugar, sugar. Spice, spice, spice. And everything nice.
Hi guys! Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Aria Allies. So today is going to be another little Project CR series vlog. So this vlog is actually going to be probably a bit shorter than the other vlogs have been, just because it is Saturday night and I had to do a lot of like editing and stuff for my video production class, so I didn't get to start filming this earlier in the day. And normally I upload on Sunday at 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock, those types of time frames, but I think I'm not gonna really have a lot of time to to upload, so this video is probably just gonna have to be shorter so that I have more time to edit. But anyway, in other news, I don't know why I did not get my computer out, because I need it out to talk to you guys about my writing progress, but I'm gonna go get it really quick. Sit tight. So right now I am on chapter 15 of the book, and like I said before, I don't know if you guys watched my previous vlog, but I am structurally displaced, let's put it that way. I have condensed like majority of my book into 15 chapters. Seems like, not majority, but we are in act 2, and I have now come to realize that I have in fact been making the chapters entirely too long. So when I do go back and edit after this draft, I am gonna make shorter chapters. And so let's just, for the sake of the vlog or the rest of the book, let's just not really mind when I say that I'm on chapter 15 and I have 61,000 words. So yeah, but the word count is 61,361, so that's actually kind of fun, 61,361. But I think the last time I left off on the vlog, we had just made it to 60,000, so good job for us. But I have not been writing a lot. Like I said, I had a lot of stuff due. I had a lot of stuff, I had to do a lot of stuff that involves like college work and like actual work, so I haven't really had much time, and I could have, I'm not gonna make too many excuses, I'm gonna take ownership. I definitely could have been writing more, but I just didn't, because I just didn't. I'm not disciplined as I want to be, but we're working on that, okay? It's in this chapter so far we have, well, I left off on 60,000 and I added a couple hundred to the end of chapter 14, and then in this whole chapter I have 1,175 words, and so in total I just had the total 61,361, so that's kind of where that comes from. We're towards the beginning of this chapter. It is a POV change, as every chapter is, and if you don't know what my book is about, or if you're new to this channel or just don't know, basically an interdimensional king believes that a group of 4 teenagers has stolen his power and is basically coming to reclaim it, and in reclaiming his power it means like them. So yeah, that's kind of the premise of the story. I will get a better synopsis down, but that's just what I've been going with. I haven't had time to just write a synopsis, but I do plan on doing that, so stay tuned. If you want a video on that, comment below. But anyway, yeah, so basically that's what I've been working on so far, and I did promise last vlog that we will be going to we'll be getting out of these 4 walls, and I do plan to fulfill that promise. So tomorrow morning I actually plan on waking up early and then going to the library, maybe the cafe, getting a nice coffee, then walking over to the library, sitting down and actually doing some writing elsewhere. I do plan on doing a little bit of writing tonight though, so we might have more words accounted for tomorrow, so that's just something to look forward to. Also, if you're curious about the angle of this film, of this phone, basically my tripod thingamajigger broke, and it's sad because I just got it for Christmas, but it was super cheap. I got it from Five Below, so yeah, it broke, and now you're sitting on my speaker that I got from university. That's basically, I think, all of the updates I have that I need to give. Like I said, there is a lot of major structural changes that need to be made. like I mentioned, I have four main characters, and because of that, there's different POVs each chapter. And I don't know why I thought this, I don't know what possessed me to think this, but I believe that each chapter I have to go this character, this character, this character, this character, and then start over that order and have that order be the entire order of the book. And it wasn't until now, really, and I also started thinking about Six of Crows, which is kind of like another inspiration for this book. But I started thinking about Six of Crows and I was like, the author didn't like keep the same order of characters throughout the entire book. So why did I think that I had to do that? I don't know why. But yes, also it's harder. I mean, that has been the issue that I've been running into, because it's harder to write that way. If there's an action scene that's involving one character and then another like character on the side, if another main character on the side is also going through that same experience, but then they're going through a slightly different one, and then like I want to show their point of view because it also adds to like the plot and the advancement of the story. But because the next chapter it's a different character, then I have to like write to that, and like that kind of throws off the book. So that's a lot of things I'm gonna have to change, because that's it has not been working. And like I've been making it work, but it's kind of like when you jam a puzzle piece into a puzzle and it doesn't fit, even though the shape is right, but it doesn't fit necessarily, and you have to keep like pushing it in there. That's the exact thing I was doing. I was like pushing that next chapter into it, even though it would make sense for it to go to another character, but because the chapter was like, oh, okay, like this is the order I've been doing for the past 15 chapters, so it has to go here. Like, it's, hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I'm not just rambling. And yeah, so that's another thing. I just had a thought and it just came like from my mind. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. But for the sake of drafting and for the sake of finishing the book, I am going to, for now, just keep that same order. I believe I revealed 2 of my characters' names last vlog. So there's Whiskey and Night. And those are just like 2 characters. I think it's like Night, Whiskey, and then like 2 other characters I'm not going to mention just yet, because I don't know if I'm going to keep, I mean, I feel like I'm going to keep their names, but I just want to wait a tad bit longer. I just don't know. But it's been like Night, Whiskey, and then character, and then I've been like having to write to that. But like I said, for the sake of finishing this draft, I'm just gonna keep that same order, and then like when I do go back and then redraft everything, rewrite everything, I'm going to just kind of do what I wanted to do in that moment, which I'm also learning to, like, when you think of a scene that you want to do or that you're thinking about and it's like, oh wow, that's really good, I should do that, go ahead and write it down, or go ahead and just do a voice memo over it, because you're going to be thinking about like, wow, how did that go? And then you're not going to be able to remember exactly how it went. And I learned that the hard way, but like I said, we're all learning. But I think that's all the updates that's been happening. I just got out the shower. It's it's basically 10 o'clock. It's 9:59. It's basically 10. February 7th. Oh, that's what I also meant to mention. My goal was to have 70,000 words by February 10th. Mind you, I have 61,361 words. I can try to write, just like sprint it out and write 10,000 words basically, or like 9,600 and something words. But that I would have to actually work out to do that. So this isn't going to be like a vlog where I'm trying to like reach 10,000 words in a day. It's not going to be a vlog where I'm trying to like help me meet my goal. This is just gonna be a general writing vlog, and then I guess I can update you guys in a post if I make it or not, which right now I'm worried that I'm not gonna make it. I mean, obviously I should be, because I have 61,000 words and the goal is 70K, but we're gonna see. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope you guys enjoy watching me struggle, and tomorrow I hope you guys enjoy getting out of this scenery. So like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I might film me writing a little bit tonight, but like I said, it's hard to film in the bed, which is why I predominantly write. It's hard to film in the bed without my tripod, so I honestly might not show me filming for real in the bed, just because it's hard to stand stuff up on, which I don't know what I'm gonna do tomorrow, but that's a problem for future Aria. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys later. Bye bye. Okay, so excuse the way I look, but I did do a little bit of writing. It's around 12:15 right now. I think I'm gonna stop here, but right now I'm at 62,019 words. So we put quite a bit. We're finally at 62,000. I think we were at 61,361 last time, last clip. So yeah, that's great. I don't think we put 1,000 words on the page per se, but we are, you know, definitely up there now. We have a lot more words than we did before, which I'm proud of. Yeah, so but I think this is a good stopping point, and I think I stopped at a pretty, it's not necessarily an interesting like actiony part or anything. It's just kind of like a part where I'm interested in it because we get to learn information about another person, so that's always just like interesting for me. But yeah, so it's like I said, it's 12:16. I don't know how I'm gonna wake up at like 7 something in the morning to go to the library, but we're gonna have to figure out a way to do it. So yeah, but anyway, I'll be seeing you guys on the flip side in the morning. Bye bye. Hi guys, good morning. It is daylight once again. I think we left off when I was telling you guys I have 62,124 words, so I did a little bit more writing, but not much. Now I'm gonna get ready to go to the library, and you guys are gonna be with me for that. I think I'm going to probably stop by on-campus coffee shop though first, because I think I'm gonna need some coffee. So yeah, but other than that, then we're gonna head to the library and get this party started. So yay. to all. I am back in my apartment, as you can see. It was a pretty good writing session. I felt like I was trying to like listen to my usual like music or whatever, but for whatever reason I could not really get into it like I wanted to, so I had to turn it off and just like only listen to the thoughts in my head. And I feel like after that I was kind of flowing or whatever. We reached 63,078 words, so we added about 1,000 words to the page. I'm very happy with this. I'm very okay with this. I feel like I'm definitely going to continue writing after this vlog is like over. I just need to obviously have to end it here end it around like this point, because it is getting close to the time where I wanted to have it already uploaded. So yeah, I'm gonna have to take some time to edit it and then upload it, so it'll be ready for you guys today on Sunday. But overall, it was a really good writing session. Also, the library is a great place to just like write. I think that I need to go there more. I mean, yeah, I can comfortably write in my room, but just a change of scenery is always like fun and interesting. Also, I think it was good like that I went towards the morning, because like all of those little seats that I showed you, they're kind of like little semicircle cubicle things. They were like being taken like once it started hitting like the afternoon or evening, like a lot of more people started coming in and they started getting those like seats taken. So I was like, yeah, I am happy that I went there a bit earlier in the day, because I got to stay in my little cubicle, which I didn't even know that they built those there, because last time I was in that part of the library, that was not there. So I was like, what is this? Like, I was very shocked about that. Some things that happened in this chapter is just, it's kind of a more informational chapter. Like I said, I find that a lot interesting to me, because then the audience gets to know more information. Also, it's kind of like background knowledge about things that are going to come into play like a lot later. And so yeah, like that's just always interesting. And it's going to be after this vlog is over, but I am going to write a bit so that we can know more about like the background knowledge of one of my characters, and so that'll be also interesting as well. I think this is just like I find this chapter, like writing in this chapter, is like soothing. Sometimes when I write scenes, or depending on what's happening, I can either feel like super like I can have like the emotions of the characters, so I can be like super like over the top excited or nervous about something coming up. And like this chapter, it was such a just smooth chapter writing, so I had a great time writing. And also, you saw me write a bit in my book. Like I said, other dynamics and like concepts are coming into play, so whenever there's like something that's like it's like basically like it's gonna stick throughout the book, then I just go ahead and write it in my little notebook journal, because I know that it's gonna come up again and I want to have a reference about what I stated that this was and what I wanted it to be and how it plays out throughout the book. So yeah, that's just a little thing that I was doing. But overall, yeah, I'm very excited to like see, because I added another concept, and that's also like a really fun thing about writing too. Like, you think it's gonna go one way and then you start writing it and then it's like, oh no, it's actually gonna go this way. But I added a new just concept, and I didn't even think to like add that until I was just writing, and I was like, let's just like add this in there. So now I kind of have to like write a little bit to that. But like I said, I don't think that's gonna come in until later on. So I'm not super stressed about it right now, but I am trying to get like the foundation of that, so that when we do get to that point, we can already know how to write towards that. Anyway, that was basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope you guys are happy that we finally left these four walls. And honestly, I'm definitely going to be doing that again. I liked getting out, like I said, and next time, I don't know, we might write in like the student union, or we might go back to the library, because there's like 3 levels to the library. So I don't know, I might go back to that same spot. It was just so comfortable. Like, it was the best thing. The seats were comfortable. Like, they had a little spot for your backpack. It was one of the best things. It is 100, no, it's not. I was gonna say 153. It's 153, so this video will probably be uploaded at 3 o'clock, because it usually takes me about an hour to edit. But Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys at the next little vlog or whatever video I'll be uploading next. I don't even know, but I'll see you guys later.